Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VD Racing League. And today it is the final race of the season 13, and today we are at Austria. It is approximately around about 10 corners and 4.326 kilometers in circuit length. But these drivers will have to combat around and try and navigate through traffic as well. So now it's up for these drivers to do qualifying, and we will go through quickly. We will go through, if I can find it, the standings for Friday. From last week, we crowned a champion. Last week, we had Nilu. He is currently our champion, and there was not really much to play for. From other drivers, you can improve on their positions, like Serban, who you could potentially move up. Remus, he could still. So a lot of these drivers, they can still manage to improve on their position. But as I said, Nilu is the champion last week out in Monaco. Toro does follow behind in P2, and Remus in P3. As constructors, they also. Constructors, Red Bull also won as well in Monaco last time out, because it was impossible for Ferrari to catch up in Austria, but it still means that maybe potentially like Audi, they can still improve. Because Red Bull are your constructors, Ferrari in P2, and Audi are in P3. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go and actually fully see the qualifying, please put down your qualifying predictions, and let's see if you get it right. As we now load back into qualifying session, as a lot of these drivers. That's why we did leave, but anyway, let's see what these drivers can now do. No more issues there we go. It's a wet one. It was intermediate weather, ladies and gentlemen. That is a surprise. So, any of your predictions that you might have thought, well, dry weather, and you don't have. So we do have about 14 drivers on circuit, but we don't have 15 because Kevin was accidentally a driver. So we do have two. I think we do have two rookies out on circuit. I think one is Trimed, and I think the other is Roundup. No, Kamza. It's Kamza. My apologies. So we're going to see what they can do time-wise, and let's see what he can do. Oh, he doesn't invalidate it. So he got lucky there. Comes off. Off like further back. No, this one's not gone off. Just, it's one of the overtake detection point, as usually is. I think the bug has been fixed, and one of these drivers would get able to use battery, which you can see they can't. No, I think they can still in this. But yeah, anyway, let's see what Kamza can do. Goes into turn 4 and then turn 5. Into turn 6 with a bit of traffic ahead of him. I think that might be Ferrari up ahead. We will be stuck. Was that an Audi? No, I think that's an Audi. Again, I'm a bit confused with the track map. And sometimes with the red, you can get a bit confused on either if it's an Audi or... because you just see a bit of red. Here comes Kamza now. Goes into the final corner. Be careful to not invalidate it. He's got lucky. We're getting validated here. He's gone a bit wide. It's a little bit buggy a little bit, but here comes the line. It's a 1:16.5. But then again, Roundup has gone a lot quicker with a 1:15.1. That game has gone up to a 1:16.2. I personally, if I were the drivers, I would maybe do a prep lap again, 2 prep laps. Try and get those tyres into temp, because with the intermediates, you better get, I think, about 2 or 3. There you go, IMAs. Because we're 1:14.9. A lot of these drivers are now setting it. Martin, your last week winner at Monaco. Martin has set a 1:15.4. That is good from the Audi driver. See what Nilu can do. See what he can do, because I don't think he raced last time out in Monaco, and I don't think he either did the other Red Bull driver, which I don't think. Oh, sorry, no, Toro is in. He's at the pit lane. what Neil can do. Is it going to be a beat on 149? So 114.1. But he did invalidate it somewhat. What he did. Here comes Remus now. He's not invalidated. He's being extra careful with track limits there. There you go. He's a 113.7. He was even quicker than Neil is a lot of times. Let's see what Polytron can do. He goes to P2, 114.5. If action then going into the pit lane, I wonder what that was about. Toro has retired. So I don't know if he's had a qualifying ban or not. Alright, Biggie's not going to be a quick one, but it's a 116 noise. He has. Look at that here. Nilu's going on another quick lap. So you can see with intermediates, you can think, I don't know if the weather here, does it look like it might improve because there's less raindrops. So we might be able to see a little bit of dry action in qualifying. I do hope so, but we get a lot of drama in wet weather. As F1 fans, we do always hope for wet weather, but for the safety of the drivers, usually we don't. But it does bring a lot of drama because it can shake a lot of things up. Nilu now to the line, P2. Beats out Polytron just about 0.3 of a second. The other drivers like Trimed, Biggie, and Ruben yet to set a lap time. Nicholson is out there, but he's on a prep lap. He's on an out lap. Biggie again, he had to recorrect the car then. Not good on him then, so it won't be a kind of a quick one. And I don't know if he's fully pushing or not. A lot of these drivers at this stage would be around about 51, but he is about he won't beat Dutch's time, so he will be about P10, so 116.7. He's about 0.2 behind. Still quite a good time, but he's about 3 seconds off the pace. Here we go now. I think Trimed's going to preparing to go again. Nico Sun, he's got purple sector 1. But he has not yet set a lap time yet. Let's see what he can do. McLaren driver goes into turn 4 and turn 5. Now he's headed up into turn 6 onto the end of sector 2. Here we go now. It's more like a little mini. Oh, there you go. You can see, I think it is dry. I don't see any raindrops. So the soft compound tyres and potentially the mediums, if a lot of these drivers don't think it's just not clear enough, it will be going on the set of going on dry tyres in a minute. So let's see what Nico-san can do. Will be up to the line. It's a 1:13.8. He's about 3 thousandths. Sorry, no, 300. Sorry, my apologies. 300 away from Imaz. As you say, there you go, Nilu. He's now going on a soft, so he now thinks it's time, which I thought it would be. Well, these drivers now, like Trimed, wanted laps at a time. They should have come into the pits, even though they got about just under 10 minutes on the board. Trimed, he goes quicker. A 1:13.767. Wow. That is 1/100th. He's quicker by Remus. There you go, Polytron and Neil are going to set soft. So for game at still set soft. So anyone who's looking for time to improve. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please also put down your qualifying predictions down below as well. I'd like to know what you think would happen. But these drivers now, as you can see, are now putting on the soft compound tyre. I thought, well, there you go, race control, normal grip, then straight mode, and now you have the battery. Instead of it going yellow, is now blue and available for these drivers. Or blue that the drivers would always like to have. It won't help maybe with the intermediates, but I think in CSF Gamer, if you like, you can improve with his 116.2. There you go, you see he'll get straight mode, he will improve. He'll go quicker with 113.24. But I think with these soft tyres, they'll more than likely be hitting in the 1. I think we'll be looking for the 1.5s and the 1.6s the best. We're still not. We're not fully at the best conditions yet because track temperature can still dictate these tires. Now we follow on board on Nilo. He's got a time because we are waiting. Ruben is now up as well. Just like all the other drivers. I think Surfgame and Trimed, I think they kind of benefited, I think, with the dry circuit. Again, those tires would have let's do that. Let's see what you can do. Turn 1 will be a bit dangerous into today's thing. Also, turn 2 will be turn 2 and 3 because we're up into turn 2 now, and then to turn 3. Turn 3, you have to get onto the brake around about the 100-meter board. Drivers to turn successfully, and then to get down on the throttle now. There you go, run now. He's going to do a 1:12.1. Again, he did it on intermediates. The intermediate drivers are benefiting that they stayed out a little bit, so they are improving. For the soft compound tyres, I think they will improve a lot further now. Let's see what Neely can do. Is it going to be a purple sector 2? Or is it still going to be a green? Let's see what he can do. And it's a purple sector 2. He's not invalidated. He got lucky there. He's really pushing on track limits there. He's pushing the edge. Oh, right into the curbs. Oh, lucky there into turn 10, onto the final corner, up to the finish line, and it's going to be a 1. So 1:68, as I thought it would be potentially for the first set of runs. 6 minutes and 42, but around here, that is pretty much a lifetime. Right. Onto now by 4.9 seconds. That was set up into a 1:10, into the 1:10s. So let's see what you can do in the final set. Oh, a bit of a spin there. No, it goes into 1:74. So that sector 2 time that we thought he would get, he has improved. So a lot of time for these drivers to still improve. And that's Nicholson. He's gone a bit over track limits, but that still counts as his lap, so it's not invalidated his. So he'll be using the battery. He won't be using a lot of it, but around about your sector 1 and around about your sector 2, you'll be using it a lot. So you'll be using it a lot down here. I would say this would probably be your best chance of overtaking for these drivers, because it's still a little bit difficult to overtake, but it's not impossible. A lot of these drivers like to show us, because around Madrid at the season opener for season 13, a lot of us we think it's not possible to overtake around Madrid. These drivers, they proved us wrong. They gave us some fantastic moves. So if they can do moves like that at Madrid, then I feel that they can do this around Austria. See what Nicholson can do. He's going to aim to beat his teammate, Trimed. But you will automatically beat him on the road. So what you can do, that's a 1:05.6. So now we are in the 1:05s as Ruben is spun. You got close and near enough, did a Max Verstappen, ladies and gentlemen, onto into turn 9. But he got lucky and saved the car, so that he's a lucky escape from the Audi. And he does go into P5 for him. So 1:09. So he's currently the slowest driver on the soft compound tyre. Maybe I was Polytramp, so he's not. I don't think he's improved fully. Because he's done a 1:13.9, he's done 2 laps on those soft compound tyres. So I don't know what's happened to Polytramp, unless he invalidated it a couple of times. In comes Remus now. Let's see what he can do up into the line. It's going to be in the It's going to be into the 1:4s automatically. So that's good for him. Trimed does also improve into the 1:57s on the soft compound tyre as well. So now we are into the 1:4s already with 4 minutes left to go. Let's see what Martin can do. Can he improve on P5? I feel like he can do. Let's see what he can do. You can see he fueled it for 2 extra laps, and he's going to do a 1:50. Oh, he's up to B2, but he nearly broke into the 1:4s. Our last week winner is up into B2. Trimed now. He feels like he can go again, so he's fueled his car for quite a couple of laps, because you can see that he's not on the field. We've got yellow flag sector 2 and 3. That's further ahead. That's him. So let's see. hope that he doesn't get any traffic up ahead. It is a Haas, I think, up in front. I think that might be Polytron. See what... Oh no, it won't be Polytron because he's into the pit lane. I think it could be one I think about. I don't think... Not Tremid goes into the pits. And no, he didn't. I'm going to have Surf Gamer now. He'll be improving up to P10, so he'll be improving his intermediate time for 113.2. Let's see if it will improve into the 165s. That pushes up into P7. Dutch now in the V-Carb. Again, he'll be another one of these drivers. Right, round up. He'll be hoping to improve his lap time again. Using a lot of battery, as you would usually hope they would. Again, you would use it a little bit around here, which you kind of would. Did stay a little bit too much to the left. You can catch you out if you stayed too much to the left, but he didn't do that, so lucky for Dutchy here. He is up by 5 seconds in his Sector 2 time as he starts his Sector 3. Again, he's got no battery. This is where a lot of drivers are going to be catch out, because you've got no battery here, and then you're going to save a little bit here, then the car's going to go through here, and you break it, and you have about 20 here, and he's invalidated his lap time, so he's not going to improve. A lot of these drivers will be caught out with track limits. That's why a lot of them were hopeful with the intermediate weather, because they can able to kind of stick on the road. See what Rondap can in the Cadillac. He did. He's up in his Sector 2 time. This time he does have a lot of battery, but he's obviously, again, it's an issue with these cars. You won't have much battery. Don't go too wide out at the exit of turn 10, which he luckily uses the battery up to the line. It's 155. That puts him up into P4, ahead of the 2 McLarens. I'm a bit surprised on where Ruben has, but Ruben did have a little bit of a spin, so that is a little bit thinking. But we do a lot of these drivers do have a lot of track limit warnings, and he will invalidate their lap times, as the stress will build up for them to kind of, even though they put a lap on the board, but the people back of the grid, like your Camas, your Dutchy, your Polly, and especially like your Ruben, they will be trying to find time. There you go. Oh, never mind. I thought nearly went up a little bit, but he hasn't. He's gone purple Sector 2. So he is improving. So let's see if he can go up into P1. Again, he has saved a little bit of battery. Battery management around here is going to hurt these drivers. The 2026. There you go. P1. But he is currently on pole position. Original pole with a 1:44. 2 tenths quicker than Remus Martin. He's now starting his flying lap, goes into turn 1. He will have a bit of a toe from Nilu there. So this was going to be a bit nice for the Audi driver. I think he hopes that Nilu kind of stays ahead of him for a little bit, but then kind of gets out of the way onto the start of kind of around that Sector 2-ish. He he wants to get him gone up into turn 4 and turn 5. Because you don't really want him there, because he can still provide dirty air. So it's not even Nilu in front of him. I apologise. I think that might be Ruben, I think. Yeah, it is. I'm just starting to clock the Audi and Ferrari. Oh, I didn't realise your qualifying is done. So Nilu so far is thinking Trimed has finished his lap. Kamazet has finished. He don't think he's going to improve. Dutchy isn't improved. South Gamer has finished his lap. So those are the 4 drivers that have finished. So is Colour Rimus, he didn't improve. Nilu has pitted, so you don't think he can improve. Here comes Martin now. Up to the line. P4 for him. Ruben goes up into P2, so it was the other Audi in the front. Nico-san goes up into P4, so he goes ahead of Martin. Imaz, let's see what he can do. Can he improve on his lap? He does, goes into P5. Martin keeps dropping down. Biggie now is the only one. He's not. He didn't go up into gear 8, so I don't know if he's improving or not. He is the only driver left to see if he can improve, and it's going to be. I think it is going to be improvement, a slight improvement, but he stays where he is. He stays into P10. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your qualifying done. So that is Nilu, your pole sitter. By 1/10 of a second. Ruben into P2, Remus P3, and that's your top 3. Nico-san in P4, Polytron P5, Imaz in P6, Martin, your last week winner in Monaco P7, Roundup P8, Trimed P9, Iggy P10, Surf Gamer P11, Dutchy P12, Pamzar P13, and Toro, who did not get a lap time, is P14. So that is your qualifying and where the drivers will sit. Ladies and gentlemen, please also put down now your race predictions on your podium sitters. We'll read them out and let's see if you get them right. Talking about strategy around here, strategy can be hit and miss because a lot of these drivers think that you can push for a one stop, but the tyre strategy around here can be an issue, especially tyre wear. As you can see, the cars on the right of your screens are lining up and setting their fuel loads and getting their race strategies in mind, getting them ready. But yeah, the kind of tyre wear has always been an issue in the F1 games around Austria. It can cause a lot of issues, which a lot of people will go for a two-stop normally, or they'll do hard, medium, or for some reason go on softs, but I think softs is a stupid choice around here. I've always said it, but a lot of these drivers do surprise me sometimes. But we have got the green lights, so go there you go, 5 lights, and away these drivers go. And run up, he got jumps. I don't know if for some reason we have is evidence in the game, but that would be the AI. Nilu is still far ahead. There you go. Actually, it's possible strategy. It is a two-stop. Got from action further back. That's the Haas touching one of them. That's Polytron. He's made up a lot of moves. Martin is dropping. Martin's dropped. He's up to P13. What's happened to him? That is up into that is turn 3 fire. Martin has got a lot of moves. He wants a bit of action. That's 3 wide. That's Kamazasud and Toro. Toro's moving into P9 from the back of the grid from P14. And we're going to go to 2 wide. Oh, bang wheels. No, that's someone's goes to. That's Kamza there. Oh no, it's Dutchy. My apologies. I don't know what's going on there, but we're on board with Kevin at the moment. But here he comes now. Here comes Ruben. There you go. Round up. He's on softs again now. We'll get rid of them. No, he won't. So if he drives through belly, that will be serving. But here comes Ruben now. They'll be looking for a move, maybe around back now here. I'm thinking the both of them might underfuel the car. Martin's making a move on safe game up into P. He's improved 3 positions. Right now, he's improved 2 positions more. He made the move onto Trimed. Here goes into turn. He does a bit of lock up. Again, I don't know why I'm roasting a little bit. But there you go, Trimed. Biggie made the move on Martin. They're going to touch a little bit. They're going to judge the sideboards. Oh, no. That's a bit of contact. He makes the touch the rear wing of Dutchy there. I think they wanted a little bit of Dutch action. Here we have it here. But Martin now makes his move back up into P10. The gap 2 tenths from Ruben. So that's going to be interesting for him to fight off the lead. But I don't think he's going to get it done at this stage. He's getting closer and closer and closer. He's going to make the move into turn 1. Is he further ahead? Yes, he is. That's a nice move by Ruben. But I think Ruben at this stage, I think he's still got the overtake. So he will be a little bit quicker because Nilu will not have the extra energy that he will get. Because unlike DRS, whoa, that was a bit of contact there between the McLaren and the Haas. Don't know what's going on there. Again, a bit of turn 3 fire. That will provide a lot of spicy action. Here comes Raleigh Trump now, going for the move. Oh, nice switch back. No. That's nice defense from Nico-san to kind of just pause Polytrump's attack. But that's Imaz, not Polytrump. That's, oh no, yeah, it is. No, I apologize with that. But here comes Kamza now. He's going to go on to Trimed. Oh, make a bit of contact again. He's not good. A lot of these drivers are making lots of contact. Here comes now Polytrump now. They'll be having a look on Nico's son here now. But a lot of these drivers will be sitting ducks because a lot of these drivers will have the extra battery from the driver ahead. Oh, there's a spin on the McLaren. It has affected Polly a little bit because he had to slow down and react. Right now, here we go. We're going to make it to turn 2. No. Sorry, turn 3, apologies. Again, I think Nicholson still stays ahead. You know, I think Polytrump did try to go on to the outside, but because it did not work. Nilu is dropping. He's not catching Ruben, which is a surprise. Imaz is now looking to move a Polytrump now, so Imaz is now on his issue on the look of the back. This is going to be an interesting fight with you. Lose one position, you lose one train of thought, boom, you can't. You could about lose 2 positions like Nulu. There you go. Trimed's gone off. Martin cleanly goes through. It's simply done by Martin. Caro now, he's going to move on Imaz. I think Imaz might fight this a lot, which he does not. It's a nice clean move by the Red Bull driver. He's going to catch his teammate. Into P6. He's going to catch Polytrump now. Kamza, there you go, 3 seconds. Not doing really well. Oh, he's had a bit of a touch on the house there. Not quite good, but I don't really make still no moves. And looking left. Polytrump sees it coming, and then Amaz comes out of nowhere and then tries and takes Taro, and does. He makes the move onto Taro. That is a lovely move by Amaz. And just to show around this circuit, if you make one simple move, you can lose a position even going for an attack. Taro now, let's see if we can make the move back up into Amaz. Nilu is kind of slowly catching, but he's still around that 6/10 mark. So is Rumus, so is Nico's son. There's not a lot of action. Polytrump, he picks one up. I think he picked up at exit to turn 10. On the entrance, I didn't fully see it, but here comes Imaz. No, sorry, Toro now. Onto Imaz. No. Ooh, a bit of correction there for Toro. Again, these medium runners that are going to cause a little bit of issues for these drivers. But again, this is so far your closest section. I apologize, no, it's not. So again, we make the move on to Biggie further back. But Randolph is still on the sub-compound side. That's a yellow flag further back. That's into kind of. That's Trimed. He's spun. Oh, that McLaren driver. He's not having a great day. By the looks of this. I think that's the 2 rookies there, Trimed and Randolph. No, it's not. It's Trimed and Kamza. Kamza's up into P10, which is quite good for him on his debut, and he's catching Dutchy. But Trimed, he's not doing quite well. Nilu now, again, I don't think, he's not gaining, he's still slow on the straight, so I don't understand what's going on. He's even got the extra overtake here, but he's still not improving. It's that battery. Again, look, he's depleting it to 0, and it's not much. It's Ruben, he's still about 20 on his dash, so you can see the clear difference. You can see that they can catch up slowly, can sniff the rear out onto the exit, onto turn 3. But here comes Ecosun now onto Remus. Gonna go to dive left. No, but I think because Remus did a little bit of a wobble because Remus saw it coming on the right, so he covered the right. Again, this is great defending from Remus to cover off Ecosun. That's the yellow flag into sector 2. I think that's Trimed yet again. Yes, again on the exit, and Trimed retired on circuit. That's not good for him. He will more than likely get a qualifying ban for that, which we do not like to see on the drivers, but they know the rules when they're entering the league, and that's they'll face the consequences of that. You know, he is kind of catching again. He's saving a lot of battery now, so he's on the stage of battery management. But again, even when he still used the battery, by the way, so he's still losing time. Again, these regulations showing that they can still screw you over for some reason. There's a yellow flag out back. I think that's someone in the pit lane. Oh no, I think that's Roundup. I think he went slow a little bit onto the exit. Oh, that's another. That is a spin though. It's a spin on Polytron. There's a quick yellow flag, but he has now gone back into P7. It's a shame for him. I don't actually understand. I think he got caught in a bit of action there. I think it might have been from Nicholson. But that's a shame for him, so he's going to have to try and now catch Tara. And Martin's about 10 seconds back from Polytron. Oh, I think Polytron is pitting up. There we go. Is the first set of pit it's Toro is coming to the pits, and so has Polytron. I don't know if Polytron has reacted to Toro, but I think he might be going on a set of hards. Polytron has gone over thingy, but because Kamsa's got 2-second penalty. Yeah, there you go. Both of them are on hards. So the next stint will be hards for a lot of these drivers. And one of them to keep an eye on will be Toro, because sometimes he does like to go with a one-stopper when you think he might be able to do 2 stops. So do keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on that. Polytron has gone behind Biggie while Toro has gone ahead of Biggie Kamsa now. So he'll be looking to try and catch the head of the field. I think a lot of these drivers now, like Ruben, Nilu, Remus, they'll be looking to think, we need to kind of react to that Toro pit stop that has been made. Strategists and their minds now be thinking, we need to do this. Kamsa has now gone back. Nope, they're staying out. They don't think it's time yet. Their tyres think, nope, instead continue. Amos is now coming to the pits. He will probably react now onto the hard compound tyre as well. Now bumps up a lot of these drivers who missed now bumps up, and so Nico's son bumps up now. He's thinking, yeah, Amos is a little bit thinking, so Martin now goes into P5. That then so makes him move on to Remus now. We're going to go side by side into turn 3. We're going to have a wheel banging. Oh, you're going to still continue, still going to rob rubber. Oh, please go. There you go, Nico's son is ahead. Tokyo picks up a penalty as well. We're now on lap 10. You will see those numbers get extremely high towards the end of this 36 lap race. Nilu, again, he's still around about that 6/10 gap. Toro is now gone ahead of Ducci, but you would kind of expect that on the much quicker and much brand new tyre of the hard compound tyre. Remus now looking to the left of Nico's son. Oh, there you go. Nico's son has gone wide. So he'll be coming to the pits next lap. That was nicely done. An easy move from Remus. He did lose out that position, but he did manage to gain that position yet again. Here we go, Neely now. He's still looking at Ruben. He's still catching Ruben, but Ruben at this current stage is on a mind of his own. Polytron picks one. That's a yellow flag further back. I think that is... That might be a Cadillac. Yes, that was. I think it was Roundup, I think. Because I think it was the further back one, so I think it was... no, I think it was Roundup. It wasn't the further back one. Sorry, my apologies to Kamsa. Neely now again in the Red Bull. He still can't do quite better than Taro. Taro has had to kind of give up lots of positions. Kamsa had to come into the pit last lap. Roundup, I'm surprised the soft compound has lasted for 10 laps. Honestly, I am shocked. So he'll be going on the hard compound tyres for a while. Ruben and Nilu and Nico's son, they've decided to still stay out. And so is Remus. They've all decided to stay out, which is quite shocking because I think Toro is catching them. And at this stage, I think Toro, by the end of this, by the end of Ruben's and the top 4 runners, I think, right, looks of it, I think Toro is going to remain ahead. He's going to be your race winner. So your race leader, my apologies, when these drivers are going to pit. Because I think because the top 4 are yet to pit. Martin's yet to pit. I was about to say Biggie, but he's pitted. Kevin's the AI is yet to pit, but we will not count him. Dutch is yet to pit. Seth Gamer is yet to pit also. So a lot of these drivers aren't to pit. Emma's now onto the back of Martin. You can see that Revolut rear wing there. There you go. It's a nice move. Oh, nearly pushed to the grass there. That's a bit of carbon fibre. I don't know if it's come off or not, but there's a little bit of contact there. Here comes Polytramp now. He's going to make a look at the move now on both Martin and Imaz, because Imaz has gone ahead. That's contact. That's contact. That's the rear wing. But there's any damage. Again, a bit of contact there again. No, I think there's a bit of contact there. There's a bit of damage. Yeah, it is. I think it's his rear. Yep, there it is. He's missing his emblem. Polytramp. That's not going to be good for him. So Gamer now comes into peels into the pit lane as well. But Polytramp now makes the move onto Martin. Okay, Martin touches the rear wing of the Haas. Martin is not doing quite well, but Nilu now. Nilu is right on the back of Ruben. Nilu has clearly managed to manage his tyres a lot better than Ruben at this stage. But let's see now. Ruben, will he pit? No. Sorry, so Nilu won't pit. Nilu will not react unless Ruben will react. This will be the games now. Managed to survive. I think Nicholson is now peeled into the pits. That's one of the top 4 now. Goes into the pit lane. So Ruben stays ahead, now goes ahead. They've about losing about 3 seconds that last. So now Toro I think the more likely he has. Toro has now caught Nicholson. But Nicholson has got about 5 seconds. And look at that, Nicholson he's dropped to P8, so he's not looking great. So that's going to be a bit of information that these strategists will now inform the drivers, especially Ruben and Nilu when they're fighting for the win here. They'll be thinking, well, we need to have a look at where Nicholson has dropped out, and then he's dropped out into P8. He's not in much traffic, but he has got traffic ahead of him with the likes of Martin who's yet to pit, but pop up the head have got Polly, Imaz and Toro who have pitted, but they will have much fresher tyres, which will benefit them towards the end. There we go. I think Nilu has got a bit of a thingy. There you go. Oh, there's a bit of contact, but Nilu stays ahead. Is out. Ruben has gone into the pit lane. Is that? I wonder why Nilu hasn't reacted fully to Ruben going into the pit and following him in. But Nilu will now have to try and be a lot quicker, trying to push this lap. Polytramp now has got another track right, again. So Remus now has stayed out yet again, just like thinking. Ruben, see where he peels out. Still need to put the tyres on. He'll probably go into a set of mediums or maybe another hard. Ruben has gone into another set of hards. He's going ahead of Nicholson, which I thought it would be. But he's ahead of Martin, so he has got Polytramp ahead of him. Correct, about 4 seconds behind Toro. So that's going to be another lookout for Nilu. Well, he's going to be looking at, but I think he's still about 11 seconds. So he's got about still a lot of time to still try and make up if he's going to try and clear his teammate. Ruben now clears Polly. There you go. Nilu dives into the pit lane. I have a feeling that Remus might do as well. Toro, I don't think he will. No, he won't. I think bad looks. I think Remus has stayed out. Remus has stayed out, so he is now your leader at Austria, the Red Bull Ring. So, let's see what Nilu will pop out. He might. Let's see if he pops out ahead of Nilu. So ahead of Ruben, and I don't think he has. No, he's not, because I think Nilu is. Polytramp is retired. No, he's retired in the pit lane. Oh no, he's not. Has he? No, I think he has. I think he has. House driver. He was running comfortably into PA and he's retired. Which is a shame. Yeah, he's there. He's in the pit lane. He has retired in the pit lane. So that's your second retirement of the day, and it's a shame that both of them have retired. One of them second and one of them in the pit lane. I don't fully understand why they both have done that, but I don't control their actions, but yeah. Alright, now it's about just under 3 seconds closer to catching Remus. Remus now into the pit lane, so now Toro is going to be your new race leader. Ruben is about... He's now about... 7 seconds behind? Toro. No, I didn't think so. He's about 4.2 seconds behind. But now, so your podium status now at this current stage, your top 3 is Toro, Ruben, and Imaz. Yuko-san more than likely will be looking for Imaz, but he's about 1.7 seconds behind the road. Nearly now is going to have a look on Yuko-san. Chino comes into the pit lane and goes onto the set of mediums. They will not last on the remainder of this race. They will not last another 18 laps. 19 laps. The G drivers have they made their one stop. Now let's see if they will make another stop. I think the drivers like maybe Imaz, maybe Taro, Hamza, the medium runners will more likely to pit again. They'll go on maybe another set of mediums. Or if they went into mediums on the first stint, they were going hard. Martin is now going to be on the look of Dutchy again. So this is another one of your Dutch battles. On the name. Comes now must move on to music 9 up. He's out back to P10. That must be a bit of fight going on behind. Really now it's still getting closer, but he's still a bit further back to make the move on Nilu. Because he's up into turn 3. Oh, a bit of contact onto the McLaren. Yeah, all these drivers are making a lot of contact with each other. I think a lot of these drivers are braking a little bit too early up into turn 3, and it's causing a lot of drivers issues. Martin now comes up, picks up a 3-second penalty. So far, only 3 drivers have picked one up yet. I think there was 4, but Polytron has retired. I think due to his front wing damage that he picked up from Martin. Which is not a surprise. That's because you can see all those drivers going to a little bit. I think it's okay. That's an easy move. By Kamza. I don't know why he's done that, but that does allow the game up to move. He's dropped about 3/10 behind. I think he might be saving a little bit of battery, which you would think would be possible around here. At least has dropped from Ruben to Toro. Our strategies are now looking at that, thinking, well, did Toro make the right move to pit a little bit? That's a yellow flag sector 2. That's further back. That is Kamza. But he has managed to get going yet again. I am glad that he's managed to keep going, even though he's up into P12. But for him, never mind. Kamza retired. Just a shame for him. Martin now looks on the move on Dutchy now. Going up to turn 3, I think. They think they're going side by side. I think they made a little bit of contact. Oh, no, there you go. Martin touches the rear wheel there. Oh, but Dutchy now. They're getting even more contact going through into turn 4 and 5. Martin, they're still side by side. This is wonderful driving for the both of them. But there you go, Martin now gets ahead, and I think Dutchy kind of allowed that to happen. Kind of not cause each other to kind of DNF. Ruben now has managed to get that time up there. Oh, a bit of contact there. That's on Nilu and Nico-san. And these two are still causing active fights. Oh, that's a move. Imaz is kind of well that happened. He's lost 2 positions there. Nico-san is still up into 3rd. They're still going contact. There's still even more contact. Oh my goodness. They has to mind. Apologies. The McLaren, the Red Bull is going to do a switch back now. He's not going to do a switch back there. He's going to be trying to be sensible now and kind of stay behind the McLaren driver. Nico-san, I must think Dutchy again. That's what happened to Kamza. He had a bit of issues with technical issues. So it is an issue for him. So we do hope that he manages to get it fixed before the new season starts. Yeah. I hope you do get it fixed. Again, we have another fly for the back of the net. That's on Iki, I think. But yeah, let's see what now that Neely can do, because we still have to catch Nico-san. Again, he's getting stuck behind, while his teammate is going to be under pressure of Ruben in about a quarter of a lap's time. So that gap now into the lead is now under 2 seconds. Do I think when you about pitted Ruben, it was about 4 seconds. Now it's under 2. Managed to get that gap under a half. That time was onto the exit hole when he pitted. Skirf Gamer has now got another time penalty. It's a shame for him, but he's on P11. I don't think those penalties will come into full efficient, and he won't lose out that P11 spot. But he wants to. Oh. Nielsen did run a little bit wide there. That's going to be a bit of track limits there. But will Neil sniff all down inside? No. Neil will not look down on the sniff on the inside. Going to turn 1. But I think Neil will be having a look, because Nico-san is about 4 seconds behind. That's another thing for the night as well. Also, please put down your questions for the commentators and for myself down below. I will read them out and do my best to try and answer them, to truth honest. But Kamza, my bad, ruined for some myself penalties. I knew something off trying to turn. Yeah, I don't know if it's this game or not, because sometimes I struggle to turn sometimes as well. So sometimes it could be a setup, sometimes it might be your wheel settings. So I do hope if you do fully return for season 14, I hope you do manage to get it fully sorted, and I hope to see you return. Maybe as a full list driver as well. But now Imaz is now going to have a look back of Nico-san, as Neely managed to make the move on Nico-san, as we were discussing Kamza's fault with his technical issues. But that gap now also in the lead is now gone under to a second, so it's not a matter of if, it is now a matter of when that move will be coming now, because there's a lot of lap difference between those tyres. It's a 14 to 8, so it is going to be an issue for Toro now. You can see he's struggling on the exit of turn 5. Turn 5 and now coming up into turn 6. It is going to struggle, because I think even Neely's now catching surely. Biggie now is to pit, so he's now started his second run of pit stops. So that's going to cause a lot of drivers to think, well, now it's time to pit. So maybe Rand not be thinking, we'll make the move, but they'll be thinking next lap, we need to pit. There you go. Kari now comes into pits. So I think a lot of these drivers now will be looking like Ruben, and he could be pitting for softs towards the end. So even Imaz is now coming to the pits, and Surf Gamer has now come into the pits as well. So another hard compound tyre, so he did start on mediums. So that's so it is an issue for them to, because they did start on mediums, that they had to go on another set of hards. I think they might have had another set of mediums. But if they set the hard strategist when they got loading in, they would have thinking, I don't know, that's driver going out of the way. That was blue flags. Taro now has got Rimas, Nico-san, Nilu and Ruben to now catch. But then again, we have another surprise comes in. We can have a bit of a laugh and joke. They kind of like, again, not doing quite good. But, with the technical issues, but obviously we can hope again to hope you can. Yeah, there you go, right now he's now into the pits, as I said that he would be in the next lap. Ruben, well, obviously will stay out. A lot of these drivers will stay out. I think they'll probably stay out for another 4 laps. They'll be pitting around about lap 29, lap 30, which you think around about, softs would come on. So I think they will be going from mediums to hards to softs. Which, at this stage, you'd be thinking, Toro has picked up a 3-second penalty. That will hinder him into the fight for the podiums, which is a shame for him. So could we see maybe Ruben, Nilo, and Nico-san maybe into the pit lane, so into the podium? or will we see someone else? Obviously, we will not know anything. Oh, Nico-san had a bit of a thingy there while he's trying to catch Milo. Again, as the pit lanes, it is none of as you were, as Martin is at P7, he's still about 18 seconds up the field to Elmars. So he has got a lot of work to doing over the break up until the next season to try and squeeze down that gap and to maybe also trying to, I hope, to also try and fight for some podiums. Because that's what I hope for. They got Ruben now. Ruben is now into the pits. Milo hasn't reacted, and I don't think so is Nico-san. Again, another weird call from both the McLaren and the Red Bull. I think they might have a bit of Ferrari strategies going on here. There you go, that's another set of hard compound tyres going on to that Audi. Gamer now picks up another penalty. Which is, I'm a bit confused on how Seth Gamer keeps picking them up, but then again, I think that might be onto the exit of that corner and turn 10. But Nico-san now is going to be, this is going to be interesting now for the fight for the lead at the current moment. Because Ruben is now currently behind Toro. He's about 2 laps better tyres, but he's still about 3.7 seconds behind Toro. So, I honestly, again, hoping to not jinx it, because we do tend to have a commentator's jinx here at VDRL. I think Nico-san has now chose to pit, so Milo has stayed out. Yeah, which is a quite surprise. So I think Nico-san has now reacted to the pit of Ruben, which again I'm surprised he didn't do last lap when he was a bit further behind. But see now, I don't think he's. No, Ruben's now coming and he's still around about the pit lane. Yeah. Ruben's now gone ahead on Nico-san, which we thought we would be. Because realistically, Nico-san wasn't going to really fight for the lead as much as you would say. But yeah, there you go. Nico-san is about 5 seconds behind, and he's got a lot of moves to now catch up. So will we see Neil extend this stint? Because he ooh, a bit of a spin there on Nico-san. You can see onto the camera from Imaz. Martin's about 20 seconds now further back. Dutchy's now into the pit lane. So it was a 2-stopper, so obviously none of the drivers were not going to be crazy enough to do a 1-stopper. So tyre strategists can breathe a sigh of relief at the potential that there was no punches anywhere that could happen. It could still happen. As I said, that over here at VDRL, the commentators do seem to have a jinx, a curse. We say that something might not happen, or we look at someone and then they spin, or something happens, like a safety car. We are known for it. But again, we've had no safety car yet on lap 28. Now we've got about 8 laps left of racing. So, could we see maybe Neil is taken out to the end? Use your thoughts. Please put your thoughts down below, because I would like to think if you think he would. But I don't think he would, because Martin now comes into pits as well. He was one of the late runners on the hard compound tyres, so you will see that. They did say it was around about lap 29 that I think that nearly Remus and Ruben would pit, but Ruben has surprised me a little bit because he decided to pit. Martin's gone into another set of medium compound tyres, but I think he is going to stay ahead of Dutchy though. Yeah, I think he's miles ahead from Dutchy. But Dutchy is going into turn 1, but Martin's going into turn 2 and turn 3. Remus now still onto the back of Toro, so I think Toro's made the move on to Remus there. It's currently a 1-2 for Red Bull, but I don't think that will stick. I have a chance to snag now. I think Toro will keep it. But Toro is got about 8 seconds to kind of count, because he needs to try and pull a lead to him and Ruben, and because of the later stages it's going to be a little bit spicy, because Taro is going to have to try and keep Remus behind, and Remus does not pit anytime soon. So there's going to be a bit of an issue between the Ford engine and the Ferrari engine, so let's see if they can work together as a... I don't say as a team then, but they're not a team. Sorry, it's slightly catching Nilo. But Ruben is... you know, I'm the same thing to Ruben, which is quite a surprise with the difference in high combined size. Again, Nilo's not pitted. Biggie again allows Dutch to go through. Again, I'm a bit shocked about that, but Nicholson, I think, now going into the pitch because he's a little bit steering to the right. No, he's not. Again, I'm shocked again, but I'm not, because I think now, because we'll be looking at softs, I think a safety car will benefit a lot of these drivers like your Nilu, your Toro, especially at this stage. Your Remus would. Ruben, not as much. Nicholson, definitely not. Imaz, no. Martin, he's got much of free space. It would benefit anyway. Dutchy wouldn't. Biggie, maybe not. Roundup, probably, maybe at this stage with the mediums. But welcome all onto lap 30. Welcome to the race around Austria. If you're just joining us, we've had 3 that are currently DNF'd. We've got counting 1 because he's currently a bot in the game. Because for some reason, a bit of an issue with that. But we have 11 drivers currently. Nilo is currently your leader, followed by Toro, who's currently gaining on Nilo. But Remus is also further back, and Ruben is into P4, but who is already pitted, so has Toro. So please keep your eye out onto the last lap as we now go on to lap 31, hour 36. But please also put down your commented questions for me to answer. We won't have long for me to answer them, but please put down your questions. Any dire questions that you may have. It could be about anything that you may want. Please put them down into the YouTube box. Ruben now, he is really gaining Remus now. Remus is going to lose this position. He's really going to hope for a safety car. Because those tires are going to be screaming after him. They're going to be thinking, Remus, we need to pit. But at this stage, I don't think they are going to. He's not going to pit. Unless he goes onto the soft compound tyre, which we've only seen one driver go on to, and that was Rondab, and he's currently sat at P10, a high scoring Cadillac. There you go. Remus now dives into the pit lane. You can see cars to the right. When a lot of these drivers will go, oh no, I know. I think Remus allowed Ruben to go there, which is not going to help Toro in much of an effect, but I think it's now going to put an issue on Nilu now. Because Nilu might potentially now lose the position to Ruben, which he was already going to anyway. It's now going to be that gap because it's around like 9 seconds between. That's the yellow flag, that's further back. I think that's the Mercedes. That is IMAX. He spun into the exit into turn 1. But he's not going to have an issue from Martin further back. He's about 41 seconds behind the field. But Ruben now, let me go on 4 seconds. There you go. I think that's a VSC. If you can see from the driver's POV, that's a VSC, yes. And Martin has now taken effect of this. He'll be putting on the soft compound tyre. I could surely know that. That's come really good for him in a really good point of view. I think that's nearly further back, and I don't think he's going to take advantage of this. Biggie again, he's going to head Biggie, but Ducci has gone to the pit. Remus is going to take advantage of this. The one Ducci has sped in the pit lane. That's a shame for him. Race control. There you go. VSC was ending. I thought it might have been. It's ended quite quickly. So Martin has now had to get to make the move around up Biggie. Now to try and think it. Ducci. Actually, oh, that's IMAX. IMAX is gone. IMAX is gone. Oh, he's tied in the pit lane. He's retired in the pit lane from P6. I'm a little bit surprised on that, unless he had no other tyres. But again, you would still go on a brand new set of, not even a brand new set, you would go into a much fresher tyre. But I'm shocked that he's retired in the pit lane. So that would be an improvement from a lot of the drivers. Biggie, Roundup, Martin, Dutchy, and Seth Gamer, they will all improve. What I think, no, your closest action is around Roundup, but Even though we were under VSC, I will still go through the socials at this current time, so you can still know. I think Martin has kind of gone out, so that's a shame for him. So we won't be catching maybe random. But if you do like to see what you are, please drop subscribe on the channel and please like. A like can go a long way for us, so please do that. We are also on Discord if you'd like to join me into the commentary box. Or if you think you can beat these drivers and think you can be highly competitive, you can also do that. You can be a steward, or you can do help with social media. You got that from the Discord link down in the YouTube description. You have other social medias, I think with Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. We are also on Instagram. We are also on TikTok. We post a lot of things on, especially on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, about moments from the drivers' POVs or any highlights that you might miss. Let's see, yeah, flag further back. I think that was when someone was slow. I think it might have been maybe Martin getting back into his car. But yeah, please do follow us on any of the social medias as we now enter lap 35. So Neil has managed to try and hold off on a one-topper, which I'm quite shocked at. Because I didn't think personally it was possible. Martin again, he's pitted. Again, I don't know what. I think he might have lost. Yeah, Remus has gone really quick. I think he's going to. Yeah, he's now gone to the softs. I still think he's not managed to get back into the car yet, but he is now into P9, which is really a shame for him. Because nothing will be called now. No safety car, no VIC. Because we're about to enter the last lap. I did say that we might have a bit of last lap action, but I'm afraid that we might not unless Neely might get a puncture. Because that can still happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a bright sunny day, as you can see in Austria today. On the weather we saw was in qualifying. Neely now is going to start lap 36 out of 36. Exits that final corner and now starts it now. At 2.2 seconds up the road from Toro. Red Bull, they're going to start where they left off. They're going to do a 1-2. Again, the strategies, it seems like, has been worked out. Milu, who managed to do a 1-stop, beat out Ruben. Toro, who started at the back of the grid, did a 2-stop, managed to work out against Ruben. Even with the tyre advantage that Ruben has had, Toro has managed to put it to work. I have 10 drivers currently remaining on the grid with just 11, but we will avoid that. But Nearly now, you should hoping for no mistakes now. You don't want to use pretty much. I think he might be hoping for art lap, but at this stage with 1.5 seconds, he's going to go slow. Your champion for season 13 is going to be going off into the roundabout, the final corner. Going into turn 9, then into turn big, now picks up a pen. He's going to go into the last corner, and your season 13 champion is going to win the last race of the season. And they're going to try to do it side by side, but it weren't going to matter because Tom had a pen. But Tom is your P2. Ruben, a valiant effort from the Spaniard, and he's going to sit P3, rounding off your podiums. Nicholson again, another great lap from him, another great race. He finishes P4, a little bit of wobble from the Ferrari. He doesn't want to do the driver did last week. I think it was maybe the Ferrari as well. I don't think it was Remus. Actually, no, I think it might have been Remus. He span onto he crashed out before he even got to the line, which allowed Martin get his win. But it's a valiant effort from all the drivers as Surf Gamer now crosses the line, and that is your Austria race done, ladies and gentlemen. That is your season 13 for VDRL done. So yeah, we will look at we will have the calendar co-op after this race as well, so you will have a look at that. Because I think we'll also then know, because the open for drivers will also be getting released now. Driver of the day is Toro. I'm not surprised with him where he moved. But Nilo is your race winner, also your season 13 champion, followed by Toro, his teammate. So there's your Red Bull and your constructor, so they're left as they were. Ruben, who 4 seconds behind. Um, he finishes off our podium. Nicholson in P4, Ilarimus in P5, Randall P6, Biggie P7, Martin P8, Dutchy P9, Seth Kamer P10. We're going to count Kevin even though he's P11. Then you have your DNFs, Imals P12. Again, they're all pretty much retired on circuit. Or three of them retired on circuit. Sorry, three of them retired in the pit lane. One Trimed retired on circuit. So yeah, that is your season done, ladies and gentlemen. But I think that was quite a good season. Good way to end the season as well. Good race as well. You would think Austria. I think hopefully it remains on to the calendar as well. But you can see quite the margins and the quite significant because obviously I think it's the first season of the new game, and a lot of the drivers will still learn. So you'll still have a lot of shake up in the next season, but yeah, I think it was quite immense. But now it is now time to see and go head into the interview room. Neither will usually join us, so we will start with our P3. Ruben, what a really good race from you. What are your thoughts about it?
I mean, it was a good race from my point of view, but I was leading a lot. I didn't have at all dirty air. I didn't fault anyone. It was a bit boring, to be honest. But I would have won if I didn't pit it. My main strategy was one stop, and I messed up. So I mean, it's a really strange feeling about this race and powerless from my part. So
Yeah, because I was still a bit confused on if it was either a two-stop or a one-stop, and obviously Neely managed to pull off a one-stop and he did it quite well. But I going on like the battery, because battery is such a huge thing around Austria. How much did it affect overall with the battery load?
I mean, I knew this race was going to be really tough on battery. For a lot of laps I was without it, and it was a race about a lot lift and coast. Every turn didn't escape of that, and yeah, that was how to say it. One more point about this boredom race about.
All right, thank you, and congrats on your P3. Now we go and move on to P2. Taro, you managed to again come from near enough the back of the grid to finish P2. You managed to just be nipped by your teammate, but overall, how do you think the race went?
I mean, to be honest, it was a quite shit race from me. I put to a bit too less fuel. I put like minus 3.5 laps fuel. Um, I thought it would be. I mean, to be honest, I wanted to put like minus 3, minus 2.5. But I put wrong amount of fuel. Well, it was a bit VSE saved me because of the VSE I could save like 0.15, which was quite helpful. I think I fucked my strategy. I should have pitted like 2 laps earlier maybe because yeah, I was like 3 tenths behind Nilu. If not a penalty, if my strategy was okay, then maybe I would have chance to win the race. But yeah,
But yeah, obviously, I'm going over the overall because it was the final race. Overall, how do you think your season went?
I mean, to be honest, I'm really disappointed in this season. I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't race. I think one race, which uh, in my opinion, it was a really scrappy season from me, and yeah, I hope it won't happen ever again.
I think you're being a little bit too hard on yourself because obviously it's like a new add-on to the game and it's the new regulations. I think P2, I don't think it's anything to kind of look bad on, but I think looking forward, there's still stuff to improve on from all the drivers, I think, hand on heart. But I think you still did well overall with the season anyway.
Well, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your podium done, and that is season 13 over and done with. So please join us for season 14 when we confirm when that does start. But ladies and gentlemen, that is good night from me, and that is good night from the rest of your drivers.